Alright, welcome back everybody. ASAP Grim here, and this is the continuation of my first chronicle in the Septimus 3 wabbajack mod list for Skyrim SE. And I'd like to start off by saying I have ascended to new levels of comfort. I, just minutes ago, kind of on a lark, on an accident, discovered that I can position my chair in such a way that I'm somewhat reclined, like actually pretty comfortably reclined, with my footrest up and my feet flexed against the wall, which for me, for whatever reason, is kind of comfortable for my calves. And I can still reach my keyboard and mouse just fine on my desk. And I have room to swivel my chair around and exit without having to like back up or anything. I mean, I'm laughing because this is a ridiculous thing to share on the interwebs, but I did it, and I did it on purpose because I thought it was funny. But it really is nice. I really like it. So if you'll notice, it is later in the day than it normally is whenever I start, and that's just kind of how it worked out. We are well rested, I believe. That is something I have recently learned, is that I'm not getting the well-rested bonus in my bed here for some reason. But if I go and pay 40 gold to sleep at the inn right across the river in Riverwood, I do get it. So my scant research on the internet tells me that this can occur sometimes with mods. You stop getting the well-rested bonus with some of these modded player homes, I guess. So anywho, there we are. And let's see, what else? I should have my prayer to... There it is, Blessing of RK. Alright. So we're good to go there, and I should be well fed as well. Nope, I'm currently only satisfied. Alright, let's go over here and eat apples. There we go. Alright, now we're set. And on the screen, off screen, so between last episode and this one, I went out and did some more kind of grinding on things like block and heavy armor and stuff. And I also did some enchanting. So I'll show you the enchanting first. I enchanted my face wrap. Yeah, that's what I did. So I was grinding out block and armor, but I was doing it while spending some time filling soul gems. So if you notice, I have 22 of these petty soul gems. I have lessers, I have commons, and I've been filling these with the souls of animals, and then I used that to level up enchanting. And some of those things I sold, but some of them were stuff that I was wearing, like my face wrap now has increased armor by 25. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, my cloak. Your armor is increased by 25. So I think those are the two things that I'm actually wearing that I was able to enchant. And everything else is either non-enchantable or was already enchanted. And then lastly, I will tell you that we are now level 18, and you notice we're about a quarter of the way through. Restoration is at 52, and I went ahead and took Respite. Instant healing spells such as fast healing and close wounds. Fast healing is what I've been using, but I have close wounds also. Restore stamina. And it looks like I can also put another point into here where restoration spells will cost me 50% less magicka. I went ahead and put our point into health as well. So we're currently at 185 magicka, which I had a necklace that added 20% magicka. Or maybe it was 20 points of magicka. But it had me up in the 200s. But that was one of the things I was able to disenchant and learn its enchantment from, so I did. But that makes me now want to, in the future, I'll probably start working on trying to enchant a necklace. Right now I'm wearing the Talos necklace, which improves my shouts. But I would like to get a necklace that improves my magicka, because then all three stats will be up over 200. And so we're at 255 health and 225 on stamina. And our guy's starting to become a bit of a beast, to be honest. He hits pretty good. He's tough to kill. He's not super tough to kill, but he's starting to get tough. You need to be one of the really hard-hitting tanks out here in Skyrim to be able to really make a dent on our guy. And you can rock his world, but anything less than that, it's he can kind of face tank you. All right, so enchanting's at 46. Smithing is still where it was at 74. Heavy armor is now at 56. I'm not sure where it was last I left off. Blocking, I know, improved. It's up to 37. We're climbing towards 40 there. One-handed is at 43. Archery's up to 29, so we're getting close to level 30. That should open up another perk if I ever start putting points into, or perk points into archery. So, looking pretty good. We're gonna fast travel to Whiterun now and grab a carriage to Windhelm, and then we will head up to I don't know if it's I would say Kynes Grove, but I believe I've heard the people in the NPCs in Skyrim refer to it as Kinnis Grove, if I remember right. That I could be confusing that with somebody I heard on YouTube. It's possible, but at any rate, we're going to go ahead and fast travel to Whiterun Stables. We're going to be fighting a dragon today.
My carriage is the safest way. Where do you want to go?
I want to go to wherever it is that Windhelm is. And as should be expected, I cannot recall. I cannot recall what the region's called, so hold on just a second.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Well, that was an accident. That whenever I alt-tabbed in, it automatically
I can't wait here forever. Don't blame me if your feet get sore. Need something?
There we go.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to East March.
Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way?
Oh, there we go. Drop me off. Let's go ahead and go straight through.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
I need to discover Windhelm so that we can fast travel there in the future.
Sun feels good, huh?
Oh, that's another thing. I actually got a message. It notified me. The game said that it's winter time and it's really, really cold out there. So be prepared to kind of have permanent debuffs to things like stamina and health. All right, now we need to go close enough to Windhelm to actually get credit for having discovered it. Yeah, see, the air is very cold here.
Horses all day.
We haven't even gotten up into the mountains yet.
Why would anyone want to live in Windhelm?
come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute
Okay,
our city with your
discovered.
stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
Alright, so we got credit for that. What time is it? I don't want to fight this dragon at nighttime. Oh yeah, 5 o'clock. We better go ahead and buy a room.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I've got a clean mug around here. Somewhere. This here's Candlehearth Hall. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Alright,
Got
thank
some nice
you.
meat hooks there. Makes for a damn good punch.
Not sure if this is our room. No. I think it's this one right here. Yep. Okay. 12, 13 hours. And we are well rested.
You got some nice meat hooks there.
Okay. Let's go with excuse me. Vegetable soup. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be a little bit hazy out here.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to stop him? Me? I'll have to.
And the air is frigid. Oh darn it, we picked up the Dark Brotherhood quest. The air is frigid, and you can see that from the snowflake up there by the compass. The fact that it's fully blue, actually it looks like it's going to white. Seems like we're supposed to go up this way now. There should be a road around here somewhere. Oh wait a minute, we gotta... Oh wow, listen to that wind. Okay, here we are. The air is treacherously cold.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking.
Right now?
Well, I don't know. Not yet. It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out. Come on, hurry. We might be too late.
Huh, we can ride it. Yeah, I see you. So I guess that's what's her name.
Lord,
Let's
eyes.
quick save.
Look at that big bastard. Keep your head down. Let's see what it does.
Keep my head down, nothing. Let's go get it. Shoot, have I got my dragon shout equipped? Yes. Oh. Oh, there's two, that's right. Oh, so that's Alduin. That should be it. I think he just got the command to kill us. There we go. Okay. So that replenished my stamina also. Oh, the gals are doing heavy damage, man.
That was well done.
Their two-handers were really, really landing.
Closer look. Wait, something's happening. God's above. It's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I?
Yeah, a
Go
few.
ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back.
All right, who are you? What do you want with me, or what do you know about the dragons coming back? Number one, obviously.
I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them.
Okay, go with number two.
Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
I've seen that dragon before. Yep.
Really? Where?
Helkin.
Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it. We're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
Who are the Blades?
Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now.
Oh, snap. They're going to want to put me on the throne. Maybe not. I'm assuming that because the last Dragonborn was an emperor.
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is.
See, I don't really know because I've never really sided with the Blades all the way through. Now, I've only beaten this game once, so take that with a grain of salt. But I still, I don't like the ultimatum that the Blades give. So I don't see myself siding with them this time either.
The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion, the ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. Nothing solid yet, but my gut tells me it can't be anybody else.
Yeah,
The
elven
Empire
magic.
had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor?
Why are the Thalmor after you?
Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong.
So we need to find out what the Thalmor know about the dragons. Any idea?
If we could get into the Thalmor Embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Delphine's secret door key. All right. I think that was the quest Diplomatic Immunity. So we'll come back to that one. Actually, we might not. We're getting pretty close to the end of this chronicle, and then it's going to be Dawnguard stuff. But, oh yeah. I want all of that. Alright, we're gonna have to find out what to do next. I'll open up our quest list once I get down the mountain, because it's so cold out here. I don't want to. I noticed while I was running around that in this game exposure is a thing. So the time factor, the longer that you're out in this stuff, the more that you get that debuff. Now see, that's a heat source there, so let's see, iron shield, boots, gun. This is just all the stuff that I picked up, so I'm going to go ahead and distill it down. Okay, I'm not going to steal this stuff. It doesn't add up with our character's story.
An outsider? No reason to stop in Kynesgrove. Keep moving.
Okay, so not that. What about giving this a shot? I don't know what we're in for here, but it's the last part of that step. It's over here. I don't see it. Dang it. Okay, so I can see right here in the bottom right. Ah, there we go. It's right here. That's where I want to go. So then we'll fast travel to Riften. Man, I would really love to just travel around, but I don't think that's very conducive to YouTube. Maybe better for a live stream series. Maybe we'll do that sometime in the future. Right now, I actually enjoy the buffer of me recording this on my own because it's making me play the game without input from others, and that at this where I'm at as a player and my knowledge base with this game, that's good for me. I see you. Let's soul trap. I don't know if you guys caught it there. It sounded like a coin dropping in a cup, kind of. But that's a cool sound effect for filling a soul gem. I don't know if that's part of the base game or if that's part of a mod, because I think there's probably some sound mods queued up with a mod pack as big as Septimus 3. That's a hunter. Oh, I came across another vampire while I was out doing off-screen stuff. She ran right by me and straight into a cave. So there's a vampire coven. It's right around the Whiterun area. I don't know if that's the right word, a vampire coven. I know there's such a thing as a witch's coven.
I'll cut you down.
Man. Don't forget that because we're using an axe, there's a damage over time with the bleed effect from an axe on top of the fire damage that our enchanted axe is doing. So it would be interesting to know what kind of DPS my character's getting with all of that tallied up together. But it's pretty nice because it means I can hit and run. You know, I can just hit them and then back away and play defense. Now that's not really actually happening much because I've got a lot of companions, but makes me wonder how I would do solo, you know.
Is that it?
Yep, got him.
That's close enough.
Oh, it is? Oh, there you are. No.
I'm warning you. Back off.
Take that. That's the last of them.
Okay, that was a human soul, so my black star's filled. I don't have any other grands on me, so I got the black star taken care of.
That your best?
Is there somebody else out there? No, okay. It's just that I was threatened by the fire, so they went into DEFCON 1 mode. Aha. Yep. Okay. More bandits to kill.
Gonna die for that. Do your worst.
Pay for this.
I can't seem to. There we go. Alrighty then. We seem to be doing pretty good. Okay, quick save.
Look at that!
I'm at a point with gold at 18,000 where I don't think I need to loot absolutely everything anymore. You'll see me loot bodies out of habit. Aha.
You're as good as dead.
Man, one hit. You got anything good on you?
I will make this.
Win this.
Orcish War Axe of the Viper. Actually, I do want to loot these guys. That's right. I can smelt it down. All right.
Fine.
Let me put you on pause while I do this. All right. We did pick up, so you saw this, Orcish War Axe of the Viper. It does 4 poison damage per second for 10 seconds. So that's pretty nice. I love damage over time. Unfortunately, in the game of Skyrim, this game's more conducive to immediate upfront damage. I like damage over time because I think it's sneaky, but that's more like my Warlock that I used to play in World of Warcraft. You could do it in that. But this game doesn't really love damage over time. I keep trying to make it happen, but I don't know if I'll ever really get it right. But you can see this does 18 damage, and my Dwarven Fire Axe is at 31, so it's really no comparison. So we will instead just keep on progressing through the cave. And I suppose I should quick save it. Take the steel sword because we can break that down. Report Leifner's death to his family. There it is. Take 6th House Bellhammer. Spell Tome. Looks like they played target practice with them. Oh yeah, this is a torture chamber for sure. Alright, let's get out of here then. Go turn that quest in. Let me see if there's anything hidden over here that would be nice to have. I don't see a way up there. Maybe if you're a Khajiit. All the apples are good to have. the iron dagger also for smelting purposes. Okay, so Aryan. Okay, so open the map. Legacy of the Dragonborn stuff has been successfully progressed or is about to be. I think this will open up the museum for us, so we might spend some time taking a look at that museum. I've never seen it before. Nighttime. Maybe not the best time. Let's see if they're awake. We're almost halfway through level 18. That's good. We were at a bit of a lull for leveling there for a little while, but we're kind of leveling fast here lately. Oh, you know what? I think he's just went in to turn in for the night. That's what I think just happened there. Okay, so we need to find the inn. Whoa! Master Vampire, we just dusted him. We absolutely dusted that dude, man.
I will make you suffer.
Don't suppose you'd want to take that fire somewhere else? You know, somewhere away from me?
Okay. Well, we just saved this town from a vampiric infiltration. Oh no. I don't want to take stuff off that guard. We might get in trouble for that. Well, that it looks like we're ready for Dawnguard, man. I mean, we obliterated that vampire. I mean, I was happy to see that. Aromatics.
True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the...
There it is.
Make it quick.
Come on in, just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Your typical solitude wench is like the city itself. Stormy exterior, but the charms that lie within.
Divine's blessing.
What the
May the
deuce.
ground you walk quake as you pass.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
A
You were
sharp
there
line
for
beats a
Rodvir's
sharp blade
execution.
any day. Words
People to
live
see and
by.
places to go, huh?
Fletching
Later
suits me.
then.
It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
Who do I talk to get a room?
Welcome to the Winking Skeever,
Oh,
friend.
okay.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
I'd rather be somewhere else.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
You look like an adventurous one. I bet we're kindred spirits, you and I.
I've only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks, but I've already learned to stay out of Captain Safia's way.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Lorna. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Shoot. I think 7 hours will do it. In the dream, 100 dragons circled you as you lay in a pit of bones. Their voices echoed upon the air with mocking. To take for yourself the name of Dove. To take for yourself the name of Dove. Their shouts sounded like cold laughter. Their wings flapping on the wind sounded like sarcastic applause. To think you could take for yourself the name of Dove. Dream of Dove added. Okay, so that's actually, I've noticed that that's an effect. These dreams are giving us various effects. Shout recovery is raised by 5% for 8 hours. We got the well-rested bonus again. And now I will eat. And let's go with leg of goat roast. And select our prayer.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
And we'll go complete this quest.
Good morning.
I want to make sure I'm using fast healing. Yes. And I do have closed wounds up here.
My water is yours.
Look at it, still smoking. With glowing embers, that's actually pretty detailed.
Oh, Master, it's your time to do with as you please. But
It's a nice little effect.
Dragons breathing fire in the sky. Vampires brazenly attacking people on the street. It's the end of the world, I tell you.
Yeah, it's gotta be the end of the world, right? Dragons and vampires, what the deuce? We got 15 minutes left in the episode.
Do you have a question? Ah, phenomenal. Let me have a look. Ah, yes. Exactly as described. Good work. Here's your pay.
632. That should be all the artifacts you needed.
That is very impressive, my friend. You are certainly more than a mere treasure hunter. Which brings me to my next proposal. I'm in need of a full-time partner of sorts.
Okay.
A person of your caliber who can dedicate themselves to uncovering more lost artifacts and relics on their own, while I continue my research efforts. And you have proven yourself more than capable of the job.
And I think a special arrangement could work. Instead of me simply buying the relics off of you, perhaps you could bring them here, lend them to the museum. I'll give you an occasional finder's fee, and we'll safeguard your collection for you. You'll be able to access any and all of your collection as you see fit, and you'll know the rest of it will be safe in your absence.
Yeah, sounds good. You got yourself a deal.
Excellent. Well, let me give you the 10 Septim tour then.
All right.
This building is once called Magdalene. It was built as a temple dedicated to Talos, the patron god of the Nords. After the White Gold Concordat, however, the statue was moved and the temple closed. I came here a few years ago and was able to procure use of the space in the pursuit of establishing this museum. Of course, I have had the building vastly expanded over the last 2 years to accommodate what I hope will become one of the grandest collections of Tamrielic history in the world. This grand atrium I call the Hall of Heroes. It is where a variety of historically significant relics can be displayed, and is quite a striking entrance to the museum, if I do say so myself. Off to the right is the reception hall and staff barracks, as well as the museum office where I do much of my work. To our left, you'll find the central hallway leading to all the other galleries of the museum, which also serves as the cultural arts exhibit. Here, I hope to display a variety of art, as well as elements representing the more primitive cultures here in Skyrim, such as the Falmer, Forsworn, the Giants, and more. Down here on the lower level, you will find access to the East Exhibit Halls, which houses the Daedric Gallery, the Hall of Lost Empires, Hall of Oddities, and the Hall of Legends, which showcase a vast array of relics pertaining to the Daedra, Dwemer, Falmer, and ancient Nordic cultures, as well as a number of peculiar items that defy simple classification.
At the close end of this hall, the stairwell will lead to the Hall of Wonders and armories in the basement, and up to the second floor.
There you will find access to the Natural Science Gallery, as well as the Dragonborn Hall, where I will commission a variety of displays heralding any of your accomplishments. At the far end of the hallway on both floors, you'll find access to the Grand Library, and here on this floor, the door on the right also connects to the museum office. If you cannot find me in my office, you will almost certainly find me whiling away the hours in the library. Also, you should pick up a copy of the museum guide at the entrance of the museum. It will let you know the schedule of where I'm working, should you need to find me, and it will offer you an easier way of navigating the museum, as well as keep track of how many displays our museum has. Of course, it may take me a moment to update those accounts, so check the guide again if you feel the numbers seem off. I'm sure I'll eventually account for everything. Any items you find for display, you can either manually place them yourself, or utilize the prep station in my office. And I'll ensure everything you have gets properly displayed if it has an appropriate place. I'm likely to have a variety of tasks for you, but in between, I'm sure you could help me find a random relic or two I've been researching. Feel free to look around and come find me if you have any questions. I'm very excited about the prospects of where we are headed.
Well, that was a whole lot of words, and I reached the point of saturation about halfway through his speech. So, I caught some of it and missed some of it. I know he said that he hangs out in here in the library most often. Museum, Armor Kreis. Oh, so there's not like something that we can read that kind of gives a little breakdown. Oh, we can examine it. Ah, yeah, perfect. A very elegant and beautiful sword lies displayed nicely behind glass, but curiously is tucked away in the curator's office rather than on display in the open. Maybe I should ask Orion about it sometime. And he has notes. Cyrus Saber, circa 2E831, Cyrus the Red Guard became a brigand, rebel and revolutionary in Hammerfell during the rise of Tiber Septim's empire. He and his sister were responsible for the liberation of Strosmakai Island during this time. Once his task was completed, he reportedly passed his blade down to the Nord captain Tobias, who kept the blade as a mantle of bravery and passed it down to his successors. Ages later, the blade nearly rotted away, was a mere trinket to the captain of the Brine Hammer, a shadow of its prior glory. I've since learned that the Brine Hammer was due in to Dawnstar several months back and never arrived. I fear that any possible clues about Cyrus Saber, still existing or not, are lost to the depths of the sea. So cool, there's little notes you can read. Empty bookcase, we can start stacking that up. Activate writing supplies. Wow, you can take your own notes, perhaps. Search leathercraft supply. This is just the stuff that's in his dang office, man. Replica workbench. Store supplies. Okay, that's something I might want to do. Manage the armory mannequin genders. Okay. Activate miscellaneous items. Search, display, drop off. A lot of this it's all Greek to me, you know. Ah, here's that display prep station he was talking about. Let's hit that. Display prep table. This station will automatically take any applicable display items from your inventory and put them on display. The process may take some time, depending on how many items you have. Favorited or equipped items will not be sorted. Would you like to place all display items from your inventory? Yes. And it's sorting. Okay, cool. It does give you the update there, letting you know it's still sorting. Sort operation complete. New displays 8. Total displays 25. Okay. What if I talk to Avienda?
Hello there, Dragon. Very well.
And I'm just kind of doing a little bit of experimentation here, guys. It might take the rest of the episode, but I promise you we won't be doing this all the time. You know, I'm not going to do a whole episode on this, maybe. Ooh, I just took her all of her cloak. I need to give her one back. Where's the cloaks? Face wrap, front left, frostbite, fur cloak. Get one. Alright. Silver sapphire necklace. Give me that. And in return, I will give you what I thought was a pretty nice necklace. I saw it earlier. Oh shoot, maybe she already has it. No, I don't see it. Man, there was a necklace I had gotten. Oh, you know what? They probably took it from my inventory to display it. Okay. I just need one of each. Okay.
Let's go.
Access this again. Yes. This will probably actually take longer. Look at that, the size of that hand up above. 9 new displays, 34 total displays. Okay. Display prep station. Oh, the whole thing? I guess this is all the display prep station. Okay. This is where the staff sleeps. Here's the kitchens, or the dining hall, I should say. Wow, they can give lectures while they dine, like a academic kind of setting. A nice fireplace. It kind of gives off a little bit of Harry Potter vibes, in my opinion. The ideas, you know. Look at this stack of health potions. Actually, it's probably a stack of mead. A crate of mead. Activate Ashidal's Ring of Necromancy. Sarthal Amulet. Galdur Amulet. Okay. Look upstairs. Elder Scroll Dragon. You lack the required item. Okay, so that's how you manually place. Archmage's Robes. Don't have it yet. There is Shalador Stone. Staff of Mages. Okay. Several items will go here. Man, This is like a completionist's dream. I'm not a completionist. I have a brother who is. But I have enough of those tendencies to have something like this appeal to me pretty good. I won't be driven to necessarily go find every little thing out there. That's why I'm not a completionist. But I'll be more motivated than what I usually am. And I just think that this is... Whoever made this put a lot of love into it. Coming soon. Oh, that's Solitude. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, we got a whole balcony that we can check out a nice view of the city from. There's the ocean out there. What a pretty view, huh? Solitude is actually pretty impressive. It's not necessarily the prettiest city because the nature of the weather here and the geography, but look at this right here. As a fortress, it's really impressive. I thought you were from the desert. What a view, huh? Wow, that's really fantastic. Oh, unlock safe house? Is that what that said? Yeah. Okay, well that'll be interesting to find out what that's all about. Painted glass windows. I wonder if that's a player home, basically, that we can progress towards. Alright, this place had a downstairs also. So, go down one level and we're on the ground floor. And then it had a basement. Wow. Hall of Wonders. Oh, my timer just went off. This is I could see this as definitely being something worthy of really digging into. When you've done all the quests and stuff, like it would give you more stuff to work on in Skyrim and really help you kind of... There's a mod on Nexus that tracks every possible quest you can do in Skyrim, and I think it includes support for a lot of the most popular mod achievements also, to let you know how much of the game you've completed. And so these two things together could be really nice for players who've otherwise accomplished everything else. All of the main quests and the DLC, you know. You could tick all those boxes and then have the satisfying feeling of being able to see an entire list of blue check marks, you know, or whatever color they would be. Check marks that tell you that you've accomplished it. That would be something else, huh? I really thought about doing that for this character, but I wasn't exactly sure if it would track all of the things that this mod list had in it, and then I wasn't sure if I wanted to add any other mods on top of this, especially for a first playthrough where I was really just trying to showcase the Septimus 3 mod list as it is. So kind of all those things together sort of just got me to not delve into that. But maybe once I'm done with my Dawnguard playthrough, I might go back and see if I can find that mod and go ahead and load it up and see if it'll kind of, if it can check my save file and see what I've already accomplished, and go ahead and check all that stuff off. Wow, what is this? That's an Oblivion sign, isn't it? Whoa. Wow, man, that's just one location to basically gather together every ounce of lore that you could possibly mine from this game in preparation for the next Elder Scrolls. Look at that, that's cool looking. And I noticed, you know, something that was kind of neat. There's a lot of, as I understand it, there's a lot of girls that play Skyrim. Comparatively speaking to a lot of video games out there, there's a higher degree of girls that enjoy Skyrim than is kind of normal. That's the impression I have gotten. And there was something up there that allowed you to change the gender of the models. So if you're a girl and you like to play girl characters or whatever, and you can kind of see yourself in these models more often. I thought that was a neat option that it gave. Whoa, man, what is this? Activate keening? Control pedestal. This is a bunch of Dwemer stuff. This is staggering, man. I'm just sitting here kind of as I'm watching all this, and I'm kind of in awe of it. In the back of my mind, I'm also processing the intellect and creativity, and then the patience and the technical know-how of the person who put this together. I mean, you know, just the technical know-how to be able to create a mod is kind of astounding, but then you think of the vision and creative mind behind it. Because they had to design all this, you know, they had to have a vision in their mind and then start piecing it together. And this is one of the most impressive things I think I've seen when it comes to regular people doing mods for video games, you know? Wow. All right, well, I think we're gonna call it good. What time is it? It's 12:20 in the afternoon. Let's exit here and fast travel back to Whiterun. Not Whiterun. River Run. What's that? This section of the museum is currently under construction, closed to museum patrons. So you can expand this sucker. You know, there's an element of this that the balcony visuals and the fact that you can build this place up, that makes me think of Dragon Age 4. And I think that we might get some of that with Dawnguard also. Building up Fort Dawnguard. I need to find my way out of here. Oh my gosh, I keep running into stuff that's super cool to look at. Look at that, the models. How did this guy create these models? That's the Shrine of Stendar. Oh, I can go up these stairs? When I was in Italy, there was a house I almost rented that had a staircase like this that went up to the second floor. But at the end of the day, I thought that looked really cool, but it would become very annoying to actually live in on a day-to-day basis. Okay. Do I go through here? Hall of Heroes, yes. And then from here... Okay, I haven't checked out the... Well, let's take a quick glance at the library. Oh, wow. Oh man, imagine when this place is filled up. When I was in college, one of my most favorite places to be was the library. It's just really, I don't know, there's a certain feel to it. You have all this knowledge located in there. But then the technological side, like the library we had, you could look into the windows where all the books were. Okay, you had the library, right? Stuff that you could access. You go to a place and you pull a book. But then you had like the book vault. And that place was huge, and it had robot arms that could go and retrieve the book for anybody who was looking to do research on that. So you had the stuff that was out on the floor, and it was a multi-floor library. But then you had the vault that just was, it was, okay, we had, I think, 2 floors if I recall correctly. Maybe it was 3. But that book vault, that sucker was like 7 floors deep. It was huge, huge. And went down into the ground. It was below ground. And had these robot arms that could go along and retrieve whatever you were looking for. Anyway, going into that library kind of just made me think about that. All right. There we are. Fast travel back to River Run. Which I suppose actually puts us in position to talk to, what's her name again? The time is 5 o'clock. Let's go ahead and talk to what's her name. I didn't really mean to do that. But since we're here...
Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose.
And it's still daytime. Oh, you know... Yeah, I'll sell stuff off screen. I was thinking about putting you on pause to go sell, but I think we'll get this quest started, and I will close the episode out. And off screen, or off recording, you know, I will sell all the stuff that we have and smelt.
Not here, downstairs.
Gotcha. Lydia. There we go.
I figured out how we're going to get you
Man,
into the
her
Thalmor
eyes look
embassy.
kind of real. That's kind of... Oh, she's leaning really close. That's creepy. Because it's a video game, right? That's strange. How real they look. And then she leaned in close. Look at that. That is odd. Let's focus on who we're talking to, supposedly. Where's she at? Oh, well. You're not coming?
That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet.
Okay. So what's your plan? How do I infiltrate the Thalmor embassy?
The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him.
Okay.
I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it?
Solitude, gotcha.
While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
Who's this contact of yours? You sure I can trust him?
Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about.
Ah.
Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties.
How am I going to get into this party?
Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards.
Once I'm inside the embassy, then what?
That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction.
I'll see you in Solitude after I meet Malborn.
Sounds good. Be careful.
Alright. Does Avienda do that too? Where she kind of like swoops in, I guess? Yeah, she kind of does. That's how they stand. Their torso bends forward. But whatever it is about Lydia, that looks a lot more realistic. And it wigged me out. I was like, whoa. Alright,
Yeah?
well, let's go ahead and save it. What time is it? I gotta go sell stuff, so it's 6:30 already, so that's good. Save, new save. And again, I am Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. Let's take a quick glance at where we're at. Just about halfway through level 18. And I'll see you in the next episode where this story continues.